Hello, welcome to Max's Racing Academy Part 2. We are here watching a hot lap at Gold Coast, Australia for the ERT D1 Cup Series. Starting off this lap, as you can see, my racing line here is just pretty straightforward. It's a freaking corner. So here I was braking around the 150 mark. And for this corner, especially because of how big this inside curb is, you want to be careful. Obviously this lap is a bit janky, but it was really fast. So for this corner, I made sure I had the straightest line possible. A hard turn-in would have required a lot of extra rotation that you don't really have here at Australia because of how tight this track is. So you want to minimize the amount you have to turn by turning in really early. It's like I did there. I went over the curb here, so I probably lost a couple tenths, but in a regular stance you'll be on that curb here. You'd get a good exit. And now here especially here, brake at the 150. I know in my last episode I said you want to be turning while braking mostly, but in a scenario like this where it's just not possible because of how tight it is, you can be lenient on that. And especially here, it's very important to get a quick and fast acceleration out of the corner. And for you to do that, you want to be going as slow through here so you can come out very inside, get that car straight so you can just accelerate without having to slow down. So like I did here, because going wide in this corner will not help you at all. It's not an oval, there's no banking. Going wide just means you're taking a longer line. You're taking a longer line, you're in the corner longer, you're accelerating later. So just everything about taking a corner like this wide means you're going slower. So I would take it as tight as possible, accelerate through here. You're going down into these corners. Because of how it is, you can hit these curbs, these small red ones, and not have it affect you. So you see here how you don't even turn. You don't even need to turn. You line up for this curb right here because there's a big enough gap for you to get through. And that's what I did. Well, obviously that was actually fucking shit, but in an ideal world, you would have not hit that curb, not hit that curb. You would have just been on the red curb, cruising through easily. And then going through here, I learned this method from several years of road racing experience. When you are at a road course, abuse the hell out of the walls. So here, to slow down even quicker, because like I said before, turning while braking is faster than just regular braking. I was turning while braking right into the wall. As you can see, my car was turning left, turning right here. That's why I hit the wall at the 200 marker, and I was just on the brakes the entire time, turning while braking right. So I wasn't braking in a straight line, even though my car's going straight. I was turning while braking right. And I made the corner, and I do the exact same thing here, or maybe I don't. Well, usually on here I would slam the wall around here, turn while braking into the wall, dive into this corner. This corner, especially if you take it at the right speed and you have the right entry line. See, like here, I had a pretty good entry line. I was going at 67 miles per hour. You can get a line where you don't have to accelerate at all. You can just flow straight through. Straight line again, acceleration. You want that line to be straight as possible. And then here, like I said, turning while braking, I actually turned first before I braked. So because I needed that extra rotation. As you can see, the line into the corner, I was going straight into the wall. So I got that turn first to line myself over this inside wall, hit the brakes. I keep braking the entire time, even while I'm switching. So as you can see, I'm following the line in, and I do a little quick S right here, but I don't let off the brakes at all. I stay on the brakes, and all I do is just switch from D to A, as you can see. And then in this corner again, it's very important to have a straight arc. Well, usually I would have exited around here, had a straight line, and just turned into the corner. and then you want to prioritize getting as much speed for the corner as you can, and then not, like I said, not accelerating, because especially in ERT that wastes fuel, and fuel is very important, as you know, that can dictate whether you win or lose the race. Fuel strategy. So here, after several laps of practice, I knew around the 150s is where you want to be for this corner, so you can make it without having to worry about smacking that wall. Because any unnecessary contact with curbs or walls that upset the car is what ultimately affects your lap and your lap times. But as you can see down here, boom, we have a 1 minute 0.9 for lap time. So I can show you guys the whole lap again, so you can watch it the whole lap in its fruition and how shitty it is, but it was fast, so whatever. See, slow, gotta get that tight exit, so you can have that good acceleration out of the corner, because that's just the way it is. That's how RoRacing works, because of the physics. Here, straight line, brake. This is the only time I would suggest braking in a straight line. You could actually take it as an S. I have done that before. It is really smooth, and you can get a sub 101 with that method. I just didn't do it here because I think I was aiming to get a hot lap. So on this lap specifically, I was planning on slamming these curbs, as you can see, because surprisingly, right, having that clear line out of this corner, if you can get your car here as quickly as possible where you can accelerate and you can hit max speed before this next corner, you can gain at least 4/10. Because drawing out wide here, having that slow exit is what makes people lose their time. Remember, this is RoRacing. Exits matter so much. You want to be on that accelerator as fast as possible, because it's faster to go from 100 miles to 200 miles than stick it at 50 miles for that entire duration. Okay? So then here, like I said over here actually, turning while braking into the wall, lose speed quicker. Look how quickly I was braking here. So that method right there genuinely might have been the reason why I was so quick on this track, as well as just I was cleaner through the whatever that back straight chicane was. Here especially too, in racing, I noticed it was very hard to take that line because people just send you. Especially this back corner too. This was definitely the hardest corner for some people, but like I said, you can get it done. The race here at Gold Coast ended up not being very good. Surfer's paradise, but you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes it's RoRacing. It's definitely a combination of cars and track model. That was the reason why it was like that, because the cars are very unpredictable sometimes, especially cars that are as stripped as this, as these cars don't have a lot of scripts, so really it is just a tank chassis. So that's just how it is, especially in a tight track like this. There's a lot of factors that can be a reason why races are bad, but you know, that's how it goes. Thank you for watching. That was another episode of Max's Racing Academy, and I will see you next time.